Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101. It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast.
Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast.
Welcome back once again to the Stardom 101 magazine podcast here on iHeartRadio. We thank you guys once again for tapping into the platform where we spotlight rising voices, real journeys, and powerful stories as always each and every week. Today we're joined by a Milwaukee artist. He's a rapper, he's a producer, and my guy is also an IT specialist. He's go by the name of Young Q-Dogg in the building, and he's blending music, hustle, heart, intelligence, live experience into his music, and we're gonna chop it up with him. Q-Dogg, welcome to the show, man. How you feeling, bro?
Hey, how you doing? I'm feeling real good today. You know, the whole day been good so far for me, man. So I'm honored to be here. Let the people hear what I got to say.
That's what's up, man. We're gonna talk about your roots, bro. We got a little first time here, but we got a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk about your musical journey, your roots, man. But those who didn't know, man, you were singing actually in the choir as a kid. I said, wait a minute, we gotta point that out. When did the music kind of shift from you from like fun to like purpose? Like when did it, if you can kind of recline back? I know you have a deep history, a long history with the music, but for you, kind of like when did this shift from fun and hobby to like, okay, let me move into another gear here?
Probably about 2007 is where I could say the start line on the board was before, you went around the board again and got the $200.
Yes, sir. Growing up in Milwaukee, my friend, is it tough in that environment? How did the music like become your outlet, coming from that city, coming from that location?
It's pretty tough, man, but I can always say it's just what you involve yourself in and how you move and how you think and, what you pay attention to.
That's what's
Because
up.
you can definitely get caught up in the wrong thing at the wrong time, be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You never know what's gonna happen. Something can happen in the blink of an eye. It could be
Wow.
in the road or whether you standing outside.
That's what's up, man. Wow. Do you remember kind of like the feeling or even performing your first rap in the eighth grade? I know you did that in the eighth grade. Do you even remember any of that stuff or that kind of chapter of your life?
I can tell you I really don't because that was years ago. However, I could just remember being it was just a little brief moment
Yeah.
like in the school choir. I can remember just going down after school and because I can remember only reason being is I put that in there is because the teacher told me I had a musical voice. And at the time, mate, you don't know
You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right.
Wow, man. Let's talk about what you cooking up right now, man. You got a lot of stuff you cooking up right now. Tell me about this new single, When You Notice Me. What inspired that new single that you're pushing right now?
I just know my producer Tizzle, shout out to Tizzle.
Mhm.
Tizzle on the beat. It was just one of these times where he had messaged me prior to sending me these joints. And at the time, right now, I'm working on a double album and then a collaboration album with my partner in crime, J Mac. Shout
Yeah.
out to J-Mac. And I was like, I really don't have nothing for him at that time as far as these albums because that's like a separate production from the side. However, I ain't got no single.
Mhm.
So he came through on that.
Mm.
I got a couple of more coming out that's being produced by him too. One is going to be in video form and one is going to come in the form of a feature.
Nice,
So that'll
man.
be 3 Tizzle on the beat joints that I
Hmm.
got coming.
That's got coming. You cooking up, man. What emotion or what message do you want the listeners to walk away with when they hear that single?
Just have a good time,
Mhm.
yourself. Don't try to indulge in ignorance and violence and don't try to provoke it either.
Mm. You had just alluded, Q.
Just have fun, party.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
Exactly.
go to beat.
Mm.
Sip a little something, feel good.
Feel good. That's what's up, bro. You got a video coming too. What vibe can we expect from the video? I know you just alluded to it a few moments ago, but what the video gonna look like?
I actually just dropped one that's on
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
my website, youngqdoggofficial.com. Go sign my guest book before you leave. let me know you can.
Yeah.
But as far as video, I got another one coming out, produced by Tizzle on the Beat. It's pretty spiritual.
Yeah.
Gotta push through. That's the name of the song. Gotta push through. Something I wanted to make that was motivational,
Okay.
and the beat pretty much on point too. So I had to pick that one for a video. The When You Notice Me, that was one of the beats he sent me, and okay, I could actually describe the story of this beat.
Okay.
That beat he actually sent me, when he sent it to me, it was only 40 seconds.
Mm.
Like, I heard 40 seconds, so I sent it back. It was like, "Okay, that's the one I wanna do. Loop it."
Mm. Wow.
Looped it, sent it back to me, that's what I got.
And that's how that came together. Wow, that's dope. That's dope, man. Hit
If you're enjoying the track, this is almost the most Spotify listeners I had in a while, so,
yeah.
check that joint out.
That's what's up, man. Here's something people might not know for the listeners. You also an IT specialist, man. This is really definitely dope, man. How does that discipline influence your music grind? Because of course you're in the IT field and you're a specialist. You got to be very precise. But does that correlate at all? How does that discipline influence your music grind and what you do from your professional standpoint?
Well, it kinda came into play. I was always told in school that I was good at writing, but as far as the technology came, I had mentors that was giving me direction at first, but, like, the first day I wanted to do IT, I didn't know the term specialist existed at the point, but he told me how to switch hard drives, in which I was using music software, so you could say it fell into that part and kinda helped launch into these other subcategories that's involved with it.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
that there was the start where, yeah, I switched hard drives, and when I was probably about 16, 17 on the Mac computer, I was like, "This is what I wanna do."
Wow. There you go.
I didn't know how I was gonna go about it at the time, but eventually you have to let time run its course and learn as you go.
There you go,
And
man. There you
if you
go.
want to take it serious, it's gonna come to you.
It's gonna come to you. Do those two worlds even collide creatively? I mean, I seem like they do. Like, do the IT and the music even do they make sense? Do they kind of collide?
Yeah, I mean, you have to do what's the tools? I mean, how do you do studio albums?
There you go.
I mean, everything involved the computer, whether the display was there or not.
Yeah.
Going through an electrical current.
Mm. That's what's
And the
up, man.
computers carry electrical currents.
Mm. Let's look forward for a little bit. Talk about this upcoming album, man, later this year. What direction are we going to explore on that album? I know that's a little later on down the line, but that's a big project from you as well. Q, what's going on with the album?
The album name is Quan, you
Mm-hmm.
know, Quan, exactly my real name. And it's just me giving y'all a piece of my personality. By the way, this would be my 8th album.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go on and put the CDs in order and break the timeline down to the progress and the story that you'll be able to hear if you're able to follow it. I mean,
Mm.
times I don't know that these times are coming, but when these times are done, they say as an artist, you project on your music with certain things that you're going through in your life,
Mm-hmm.
whether they could be positive or negative. Mine mostly positive.
Oh yeah.
If it was negative, it got turned into a positive.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. What themes are showing up in this new music on this new album, man? Are you keeping the same sound, or is a new theme, a new something different that we can kind of look forward to you, or it's basically what you normally do, but just elevated?
Well, it's pretty much spiritual.
Okay.
It's like a collective because of the producers I've selected. Shout out to the producers. M-Dog, Authentic, Richie, and Lot. Shout out to them.
Mm.
So, had to, they did all the music on the album and I came up with all the concepts and,
Nice, nice.
I wanted it to be spiritual, motivational, influential, and how I came up and saying, if I can do this, you can too. Just put the time in, put the work in, because you'll be able to look back on the work.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny, Q, because you're talking about education, you're talking about social issues. You just plugged your faith as well. These things sounds like, bro, these things is really influencing you where you at in your chapter of your life right now. Is that a true statement, Q? Your education, your social issues, faith, your specialist background. These things seem like they definitely mean a lot to you right now in your music, and you expressing it that way. Is that a correct statement?
That's the correct statement.
I see.
Like, you just gotta stay true to yourselves.
I see.
You can't really listen to the outside noise because the outside noise can only distract you.
That's what's up, man.
You gotta keep your eyes on your own, not on your own plate.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Q, you got any events coming up this summer? Anything on the calendar that we can look forward to, or everything just kind of cooking up in the background?
Well, as far as I just got a new music coming out. I'm working the IT project at this moment, so
Mm-hmm.
you can look forward to some of the videos and music that I have coming out and maybe future interviews. But other than that, no events.
No events, just straight music.
The time isn't there, but eventually we'll get to it soon.
That's what's up, bro. Here's something cool that the listeners probably didn't know, man. You shared a cool connection. You related to former NFL coach Jim Caldwell, man. How's that influence your mindset and about your discipline and your family relations and stuff of that nature? How's that relationship with you going on right now?
Well, I could say that really wasn't anything I just threw that in there just as
As
a
a plug. There you go.
fun fact because him and my grandmother's first cousins.
Wow.
So to be honest, I really never seen him really growing up, but I've seen him quite a few times, but this is the family that lived in another town, so
Nah, I see. I see. That's what's up, man. What's the final message you want to give to your fans, man? Your team, your supporters, any shout outs you want to give to anybody that's literally holding you down and that's kind of been in the background, always could continue to be there in your corner. Now is the perfect time to kind of plug them in your podcast.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to my brother Trail, man. He finally free.
Mm,
11 long years, man, in prison. He finally free, doing good, taking care of the kids, and Cocaine Trail now be having them soon.
that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Young Q-Dogg, man, we appreciate you for sharing your story, your music, your vision, your journey, man, your faith. I love that your profession. You know what I mean? I love that you literally let the fans know that listen, I'm more than the music. This is the man. This is that guy. So we appreciate you, bro. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, be on the lookout for the album later on at the end of the year. Don't worry, all of his social media platforms will be in the show notes of the episode. So y'all make sure y'all follow, support, like, subscribe to all that my guy is putting out. Q, man, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on board on the podcast and on the platform, man. Thank you again.
No problem. You're welcome. My pleasure. I'm
Yes,
glad to
sir.
be here.
That's
I
what's
have
up.
I'm glad to be here and you guys give me my own episode, man. This was a good interview and I enjoyed it. I definitely did.
That's what's up, man.
And shout out to everybody that's listening to this, man. Go to my website, youngqdoggofficial.com, sign my guest book, and leave your social media. I'll follow you back.
That's what's up. There you go. It's Stardom 101 Magazine, iHeartRadio. We see you guys next week, same place, different episode, different guests, but we continue on to do what we do. Rising stars like my guy Q-Dogg in the building. We see you guys next week. Peace.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom 101 magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.